Hey there. This is Seth Kennedy with Ali, Patrick, and Deep, presenting our Where to Give project. Where to Give is an application designed to connect um, would-be donors and would-be givers with charities throughout the world, locally and globally. It's designed to meet kind of just an increasing just like resource gap between a lot of the world. And it's based on the assumption that there's so many people out there like you or I that would want to give, but maybe don't have the best resources to be connected to charities in need. It's a React web application built on a Golang backend, utilizing a PostgreSQL database. And yeah, we Deep and I worked on the back end, and Ali and Patrick did the front end. And Patrick can take you through some of the features.
All right, thanks, Makaya. So if we start with this landing page, we're met with a nice little infographic showing who it's built for, basically, and a button that prompts you to find the perfect charity for you. We're going to continue down and basically explains the purpose of the application and how to interact with it. So it tells us to first register and create an account. Once we do that, we're going to browse charities that are tailored to you or browse all the charities. And the full access side is self-reporting donations to charities in the user analytic dashboards. So that's basically the main functions of this application. Some more navigation panels to send you where you need to be, and meet the developers section that's basically shows us what each one of us worked on in the application. So for now, I'm going to actually register an account, or actually I'll log into an account, a previous account. And I'm going to pass it off to Ali to explain the rest.
So this dashboard lets you explore charities by category. So you can see the carousel of all of the charity tiles based on category. So selecting any category in Explore will bring you to a page that will display charity specific tiles that will display just short descriptions and the corresponding tags, as well as two links to external sites. They'll give you a gateway to make a donation and also view that charity rating information. And from there, you can go to the charity search page where you can search charities by tag. So here's an autocomplete text search where you select a tag and it'll display the corresponding charity tiles. And below there is a map component that displays the geographical locations of the charities and clusters them by nearby locations. Selecting a cluster will display those tiles again, and also available on the map is a geocoder location search on the top left corner, where you can search for a location and the map will pan and show your target location. But yeah, that is all for the charity search page.
I'm gonna let Deep explain the user analytic dashboard right here.
Okay. Um, so here, the users can add like donations, um, so they can pick a charity that they would like to donate to, um, and then a donation amount and a donation date. And you can see the time graph change based on when you made the donation and how much you made. And it's also added on the bottom right, which is just like a graph of all the donations you made. Oh wait, sorry, bottom left, and then the bottom right will have more specific information about it. And there's also reoccurring donations which happen monthly, which you can disable or enable based on how you feel about donating. And let me show the backend for that. The donations table is just pretty basic. The user ID, which is who the user is, the charity ID, which is what charity they're donating to, the amount that they're donating, and then the transaction date. And then the reoccurring donation is basically the same thing, but the date is going to be every reoccurring date, and then the active is if they want to donate or not, they can disable or enable it. And how this works is we have a job that runs every day at 11:59 p.m. At midnight UTC. And what it does, it just checks inside the recurring donations table for any date that's the current date. And if they find it, then we insert that into the donations table if the user activated it. And then we also update it by 1 month. So yeah, that's how the reoccurring donations work. And then this is just kind of the documentation for all the endpoints that we have. So user, we have getting a user, creating a user, and deleting a user, which is here. So getting a user is just getting information about the user based on their ID. Creating a user is you have to enter these fields, and then it will create the user. Deleting user is deleting the user based on the user ID. Charities, we just have a couple of search features for the charities. So getting all the charities at once, getting a charity by the ID, which is for more specific searches, and then getting charities by their tags. So like their cause of charities, so like animals, nature, stuff like that. And then donations, we have getting all the donations by user based on user ID, how much they've donated in total. So that can be used in the front end to like show and split by donation. Creating a donation is just adding the donation to the table based on the amount, transaction date, and charity ID. And then the reoccurring donations is basically the same thing, but instead of just one time donations, it's reoccurring. So getting all the reoccurring donations by user ID, creating a reoccurring donation, updating it. This is used if you want to update like the charity name or the charity, the amount, or if you want to enable or disable it. And then deleting a reoccurring donation. And then we just had some tests for some of the endpoints. There's some tests for the user. So like getting a user that's not found, creating a user, getting a user that actually worked, deleting user, and then donations, just also testing the endpoints, create donation, get donation by user, and getting a total amount. But yeah, that's basically the back end.
All right, thanks, Steve. I'm gonna pull this back into the front end.
Okay.
So, yeah, like Deep said, the that cron job that runs at 11:59 every night corresponds to this monthly donation. And so, for example, if we the recurring payments execute on the posted date and they create a one-time donation at 11:59, and once the donation has been posted, this posted date is then moved to the next month if this is active. I'm going to bring us over to the user settings, and from here you can change your display name. So updating it here updates it site-wide, and you're even able to change your email and password if you would like. And it's asking me to re-authenticate. in order to change it. But yeah, that's basically all the functionality of the site. One thing that is a bonus is we made the landing page mobile responsive, so you're able to see these components stack on top of each other. And the same goes for the developer cards as well. But yeah, if we were to add any more enhancements or features to the site, it would definitely be a charity favoriting feature for users to save charities that they frequent a lot. I'm going to jump in and say we thought that the favoriting charities feature was important enough to implement, so we did. Let's go ahead and check out what that looks like. As you can see, we have a new tab in the user dashboard called Save Charities. It's going to prompt us to either browse charities or search charities. If our list is empty, let's go ahead and browse some charities. Let's explore some AAPI-led charities. And for those who don't know, AAPI stands for Asian American Pacific Islander. And as you can see, me clicking on these stars notifies me on the bottom right if they were checked or unchecked, which is pretty helpful. Let's go ahead and grab another charity from one of these cards. Education in schools. And let's do Creative Commons. And while we're here, let's go ahead and check out the well, there we go. Let's go ahead and check out the charity search and grab some from here in the interactive map. I've never heard of this one. Let's go and check their website out to see what they're about. Nonprofit for education. Looks pretty interesting. I'm going to go ahead and add it. And let's grab another one from this giant pile in the northeast. Autism Speaks. Now that we favorited a bunch of charities, let's go check out what they look like. Nice. And we're able to unfavorite them from here as well. And they would go away. Nice. The biggest use case I would see for this feature is probably just using it as a quick reference for the self-donation page. That's what I'm going to go ahead and do. Let's donate to Asian Pacific Community Fund. Let's do an amount of something higher than this one so we can see it fluctuate. Let's do $55. And let's go ahead and just try out another recurring payment for, say, Autism Speaks. Let's set it for $20 on April 20th. And as you can see, it automatically defaults to active status. We can toggle that on and off with a click of this button. And we could see our recent $55 donation in the donut chart right here. But yeah, we decided that the favoriting charities feature really just rounded out the user experience. So we decided to go back and implement it. I'm going to go ahead and just change all of my information here again. And yeah, I had a lot of fun just working on this application. I think it's for a good cause. It helps charities be known to people who, have the heart and the funds to give. Special thanks to these guys who put in the long, hard hours to get this up and running. I really appreciate the work that they put in. And yep, that's our presentation for the WhereToGive application. Thanks for watching.